What's up YouTube, it's the Mod566 back again on Borderlands 3, and today I'm going to be going through my boss farming build for Mayhem levels 3 and 4. This is mainly for solo players, but you can modify this build for group play as well, and I will go through those options. So if you enjoyed today's video and you think about using the build, maybe hit the like button, maybe subscribe and ring the bell for all future Borderlands videos, and maybe leave a comment down below for build ideas or builds that you'd like me to make. I'll play on all 4 characters. So yeah, let's jump straight into the build. We're going to be running with the Jabber as our main pet, and we're going to be using this variant where he pulls out a rocket launcher. It does actually really good damage, and for our action skill we're going to be using the Rakks. I know for DPS reasons you probably use Gamma Burst if you was in group play, but let me just talk you through why we're going to be using his Rakks. We're going to be using them mainly for his health bar. In Mayhem 3 and 4, the bosses can put out quite big damage numbers. So as well as having our Jabber have the Lick the Wounds skill, so it can revive you when you're downed, you're also going to have your Rakks that can, you know, give you health back. Now, we've sort of designed this build around minimising the time for his action cooldown, so we can always have Rakks up in the air. We're also going to have 2 additional Rakks that go forward, so you're going to be increasing the amount that the Rakks bring you back. And then let's just talk through a few of the skills that will work in tandem with this build. Now, to start off with, on the green tree, we've put 3 points into Sikkim, obviously, so your attack command does increase damage and it lowers its cooldown rate as well. We've got maximum points into the self-repairing system for the extra health. Also this, eager to impress, whenever you kill an enemy, the pet cooldown is 0.25 seconds and flat kill cooldown is minus 1.25 seconds. So we're always going to be having his attack command from his pet. This one is quite a big deal in Mayhem 3 and 4. Turn tail and run while moving flat constantly regenerates health and damage reduction. Now you are going to want to be quite mobile when you're in these boss fights in the upper Mayhem levels, so this will always come in handy. Then moving across to the Fast and the Furious, which I do think is the best perk name ever. While above half health, flax gun damage and movement speed are increased. Again, because we've going to constantly be trying to aim to have our flax, not flax, flax the character name, as Rakks. There's Rakks up in the air regenerating our health. We should be above half health the majority of the time, so his gun damage should be permanently increased. And I just put a single point into this, just for a little bit of health regeneration every time you kill an enemy. Now moving over to our Rakk tree. As I mentioned before, you're going to want these 2 on. This is optional, but I'm going to show you why I've not chose this in a second. Yeah, you're going to get your health back and you're going to send 2 additional Rakks forward. And then this is when the perks really start to work well together. This, Leave No Trace. When Flak scores a critical hit, there is a chance for 1 ammo to be added to their magazine. That works perfectly in tandem with the bottom skill on this Megavore. Flak gains a chance to score a critical hit with weapons against any part of enemies. It says it's only 20% chance, but once you start playing with this build, you'll realise you're hitting critical shots all the time. Like, it's just ridiculous. So this, you're going to be adding ammo constantly to your magazine. And then this, Flak has a chance to fire an extra projectile per shot. So as well as, this doesn't come out of your reserve ammo, by the way, the ammo out of your magazine. This is just a free shot that comes out every, well, it's got a 25% chance. But I really like how these 3 perks work together so well. And also, head count. Whenever Flak scores a critical hit, there's a chance that their action skill cooldown is reduced. So again, it's working at keeping your Rakks coming at you, because you are going to be hitting a lot of critical shots, especially if you're using fast firing weapons like assault rifles and SMGs. So you will it will be very rare that you find a time when you have not got a Rakk available to send out. This is optional in the build. This I just added on for my sake. Whenever you kill a badass or stronger enemy, they gain increased critical, hit damage, gun damage and handling. But as you'll know, in the higher Mayhem tiers, badasses are pretty badass. They're pretty spongy. Now when you come down to these two, you could give it a split. You could put one skill point into that and then the other 4 into Grim Harvest. Fl4k gains increased gun damage and action skill damage, so your Rakks are doing more damage as well as your weapons. Now if we come over to the inventory, your weapons are completely up to you, and they probably will change for the boss that you're fighting. Obviously if they're the humans, you're going to be wanting using incendiary guns anyway. I've always got a Cutsman on. Cutsman just seem to do good against anything, even after the patch. The Mocking Tsunami, I always carry that, but the main part that you're going to want is the Bounty Hunter class mod. The main part about this is that bosses are now treated as humans, so your Rakks will do their elemental damage to them, and I like to have this artifact on, because this gives you 12.67% luck. So if you're looking for a specific legendary item from a certain boss, it gives it more chance to drop it. And also the 21% action skill cooldown rate on top of the 31%, so I'm always getting 52% cooldown rate anyway. So I think that's pretty much everything that I can talk about with this build. Is there anything else I need to go over? I really should script my videos, but I think you just sound too robotic when you script videos. No, that's pretty much it. I will leave a clip after I stop speaking of just quickly farming the Katagawa ball. It only takes a couple of minutes on Mayhem 4, but just so you can see how quick your action skill down does impact you. So yeah, like I said at the start of the video, if there's any build ideas that you want for any character, drop them down in the comments below, and if you've enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up. That does help the channel out tremendously and it is greatly appreciated, and maybe subscribe for more Borderlands 3 content. As always, I've been Mob566, I hope you all have a great day and I'll see you all on the next video.
Down. Distract them.